I actually broke it 3 years ago. And I found out a couple weeks ago. And then this one teacher, him and I are pretty good buddies. I don't know if I would describe us as good buddies. It really sucked. Just like addiction, like. Okay, what's up, everybody? I hope y'all are doing like super bussin'. Okay, basically I'm gonna be talking about how the picture in the thumbnail relates to Jesus, and I'll show you the video of it right now. So, boom.
Bro, with the band in the background, that's cold. That's actually cold. Chris.
Hopefully that showed the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's talk about how the picture relates to Jesus. So let's show the picture again. Boom. Editing. So basically, that picture, I'm about to bike down the stairs at school. A little context. It was not my last day of school. It was my senior checkout, right? So I had graduated, done all that, which is crazy. Yeah, the day after my last day of school, I was feeling pretty sad. I was like, man, I'm really gonna miss these people, and I still am like a little bummed that I'm not gonna see these people again. But it's part of God's plan, right? So it's okay. But besides the point, what's the point? Let's get back to the story. It was senior checkout, like about a week after my last day of school, and I pulled up. I biked there. Obviously, I biked there. Oh, yeah, and then I walked home because I got a flat after. But I biked to school to do the senior checkout. I stood in line for a bit. Well, actually, if I'm being honest with you guys, so I went to the front of the line with my big group of friends. I cut, but then I didn't want to just go in front of everybody, obviously. So then there was a whiteboard, and I just kind of drew portraits of everybody, and then I just I did that for 10-15 minutes, just giggling, haha, making people giggle. I drew your self-portrait with my left hand, because basically my right shoulder, I actually broke it 3 years ago, and I found out a couple weeks ago. So I drew the portraits, and then I did the senior checkout, and then so I didn't have to pay for any books because I returned all of them. And then what? And then I was hanging out with my friends, and I was biking, they were walking, and it was scary. I was about to bike in, and then this one teacher, him and I are pretty good buddies. I don't know if I would describe us as good buddies. I think we're good buddies. But I didn't want to distract him, so I waited a bit. And then I biked in, went through the hallway, went up the elevator, went across, saw some of my teachers, said what's up. Everybody else was in school besides the seniors, so I got to say hi to them. And they were still in school because the seniors ended early. And then I went to the stairs. Oh no, there was one section, stairs, wall. I was here, I was like, should I do it? I was like, I'm gonna start going down the stairs, and then there's a wall. I don't think I want to bike into a wall today. So I said, let's go to different stairs. Then I kept going, and I went to different stairs, as seen in this picture here. Pop. And then I was like, okay, I finna do this? Am I finna do this? Or am I finna do this? Right? And I done did it. But here's the key. This is where our boy Jesus comes in. It took a lot of commitment, right? It took a lot of commitment. It took a lot of time, right? Now let's go back a couple years, okay? Right when I first started mountain biking, you know what I mean? Yeah? Why would I expect you to know what I'm... Either way, I was biking, and I would always try to make it over the jump but I was scared. And I didn't do good at it. And then I decided to just let it happen and trust the jump. And then I got good at it. And I started doing it better and getting up in the air. But it took probably like 6 months of biking and like working through my fears before I was able to like fully commit and experience the full funness of jumping on my bike. So it took time to learn how to commit. And I was at that stage in this picture, right, where I had already been pretty good at committing. I trusted myself on my bike, but it was still a bit sketch, right? You know, there was music in the background, like girls. Obviously, that's gonna increase the nervousness levels, like up on like up higher on the scale. Obviously, like duh. But it took some commitment. But once I did it, it was smooth, right? So here, let's pull up the picture. So boom. Okay, so I think the picture is in front of my face right now if I'm editing this correctly. But you can see stairs, bumpy. Bottom floor, at the bottom of the stairs, smooth. Okay. So, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Either way, I committed, I did it, and then it was smooth. Just like when we commit to Jesus, it's smooth sailing, right? So basically, little like quick rundown so this makes more sense. Basically, like humans screwed up and like we were like born into sin and then we're like sinners, right? Now that can be like really scary to say, and I mean it's kind of meant to be because all through COVID, like sin really screwed me over. Like it sucked. Like it really sucked. Just like addiction, like bad stuff that you can imagine teen boys doing. That's what I'll leave that at. But addiction, stuck in that. Like couldn't really like do anything and feel like truly content afterwards. I would feel happy for like an hour or so in the moment, but then it'd be like, bro, what am I even doing? You know what I mean? So sin screws us up. All humans struggle with it. And then God's like, you know what? I love y'all. I really need to save you guys. So I'm gonna send my boy Jesus down to earth, and our boy Jesus died for our sins so that we can be forgiven and live a life of freedom where we're forgiven when we mess up and really give us purpose and like, okay, I have a purpose now. Like, okay, because of Jesus, I have a purpose in loving God and following Jesus and loving others, you know? So now I can like see somebody, I can be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And they smile and I smile and it's like, yeah, we doing my purpose. Yeah. And, but it took a lot to commit to that because it is scary, like sin, forgiveness, all this stuff. Am I good enough? Blah, blah, blah. Like, but here's the thing. Jesus died for all of us, even though we didn't deserve it. He still did it. And, yeah, all we have to do is trust in him. And that's where the commitment comes in because it goes entirely against our like human nature to commit to something that we can't even see. Like, it's not even really tangible. You know, it takes a lot of commitment. But let me tell you, when I did it, I'm so happy now. I'm like joyful, like I'm content when I shouldn't be. Like, boy, I don't even know how to describe it. Or girl, I don't even know how to describe it. But like, committing makes it smooth. Yeah, baby. Okay, well, I really hope all you guys are like having a absolutely busting awesome day. I'm busting on, so I'll give y'all 3 buttons for this. Like, I hope you guys are doing well. Or it could be nighttime where you are. Or it could be evening. Evening is such a great word, I tell you what. If it's the evening, I hope you're having a great evening. I hope whatever's doing well. And I would love to talk with y'all in the comments. Yeah, let's start with that, talking in the comments if you want to do that. And I think that's about it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and kind of saw the connections, and I hope it made you laugh or made you think or whatever. And yeah, I love you. Okay, goodbye. Okay, here we go. Oh, why am I saying here we go? I just finished.